First, a new stream at our new time. You can go and put make it more a little bit more professional here. So these news ones, I'm gonna try to make it. I'm gonna try to make it like these live streams are gonna go through the whole bunch of stories about maybe 3 or 4 stories, and we'll end with an Ask Me Anything section. You can comment on the story at hand, and then we can do a big Ask Me Anything section at the end. We're doing it at a new time at 7 o'clock, so we can get some more people in here. So we're gonna start. We have a couple of stories today, some awesome stories. We're gonna use some stories from my website as well. And yeah, so we're gonna look at some stories. And again, we have a super chat goal as always. 10 super chats. Then I'll go gift some memberships. I'll be doing there's a couple of member videos out now as well. So that's pretty awesome. And let me, before I do this, let's put together a little virtual. Oh, let's do this. Just a little virtual background, so it probably looks better on the screen there. Okay, so let's just wait for some people to join in. See how everybody is. Hello, hello, hello. Hello, hello, hello. Hi, Life with the Pro. Hi, Jaden Rodriguez. He commented earlier. I didn't get to go to Disneyland to see the Disney animatronic. So we're going to talk about it over a video. I wanted to go on Sunday, but I was got too lazy. Hello, number one Nintendo World fan in Life with Pro HD. In a couple of minutes, maybe about the 3-minute mark, we'll go ahead and start our stories here, and we'll talk about the Walt Disney animatronic. So I want to get your thoughts on what you guys think of this. So Disney debuted the Walt Disney animatronic last week on its 70th birthday, July 17th. And, it's got some mixed reactions. Again, I didn't see it in person, so I'm going to give you my reaction just basically from what I see here. So this is from IGN. But I only hope that we never lose sight of one thing. So this is the lighting's kind of off here on this video, but yeah. So what you can see, there's the Walt Disney's The Magical Life is a show. It's about a 15-minute show. Then the last couple of minutes, we have the Walt Disney animatronic come on out here and speak. And there's no AI involved here. Disney confirmed there's no AI. It's all his recordings, but it seems like where the speaker is, apparently the audio doesn't sound too good sometimes. From there. Also, and then this is the animatronic. So the set looks fantastic. Set absolutely looks fantastic, and the movements, you can tell it's a very, very good animatronic itself because it moves very well. But the only problem is we have, in my opinion, it just doesn't look like him. The face is very off. Again, I didn't see it in person yet, so just from these images here, the videos I've seen, the face just looks a little bit off, in my opinion. And I'll again judge it in person. But it seems like when you do see the show, I've heard from people, you want to sit in the back. You want to see like an impressive animatronic, like movement stuff, you want to sit in the front. But if you want to kind of have Walt appear as more of a real person, then you want to go ahead and sit in the back of the show so you don't see too much of the face. Basically, hold on. That's interesting. I'm blocked out from Disneyland. No, I have 3 no-shows, so I can't make a reservation for anything for 30 days. So I'm scheduled to go to Disneyland on August 24th. So maybe we'll see the show then. Continues to be off the virtual queue. Continues to be off the virtual queue now. So it's pretty easy to walk in and see the show. The pre-show and post-show are pretty cool though, because we have like the Disney Gallery, the Walt Disney Family Museum donated stuff. They loaned stuff to Disneyland from the actual Walt Disney Family Museum in San Francisco for this attraction. There's some cool artifacts and some cool concept art of early concepts of Disneyland when it was planned to be in Burbank, not even Anaheim, but the Burbank concept art. Never before seen concept art, which is pretty awesome. So that's worth it alone for the show, in my opinion. But also, I feel like it's such an impressive animatronic that we have got to, at least in my, if you like animatronic technology, you can admire it in the marvel of the animatronic itself. So, and that's why I definitely do want to see the show when I go there, especially since there's no virtual queue, so there's no headache to go and see the show, which is awesome. And then the post show has some concept art, the previously released concept art of all the future attractions coming to the Disneyland Resort, including Avatar, Coco, and more. So that's pretty cool as well. So, what do you guys think? You can let me know in the comments below or here in the chat. What do you think of just the first look of the Disney animatronic? Have you seen it in person yet? And if not, what do you think from this first look video? And again, you can let me know in the channel in the comments below. And then I'll give you a couple minutes for questions there until about the 10-minute mark, and then we'll go to our next story of the day, which involves some Universal. I really like these banners that I made on my website. You'll get to see them in about a second. I just inputted these banners today, which is awesome. I'm trying to always make enhancements to the site, and yeah, think these are going to be a nice hit. All right. So any questions or thoughts about the Walt Disney animatronic? Anybody here from this video? This video is not the greatest. Again, it's from IGN, but the lighting here seems a bit off. But any questions or concerns or thoughts on this topic before we head over to the next topic for the day? Let me see how many people. Thank you to everyone who's actually joining the live, by the way, on YouTube and on YouTube and on Twitter. If you guys are joining, thank you for joining there. Let's see. I'm trying to literally only one person watching. Most people watching from Twitter, huh? All right. Yeah. Again, this new time, 7 p.m. is a little bit easier. Not a little bit easier, but I want to go ahead and make sure that people go ahead and try to maybe capture more people, since these are new stories. So let's go ahead and remove that IGN thing there. And then let's go ahead and go to another story. All right, so by the way, these next stories will be coming right from the website. This is the new banner I was talking about. Look at this beautiful, beautiful, beautiful thing. Oh, It's a mix of Canva and Photoshop, but I'm very proud of it. There's multiple ones here on the theme park refurbishment center as well. There's a photo here. Um, a banner here, which is pretty nice, talented when it's done. But I want to talk about something that happened at and it involved a bit of an incident, but it did not hold up the project, so that's good. But I want to talk about what's going on, what happened. And a lot of tabs up, so it's gonna take a little bit longer to open up. But there was a little bit of an accident at the retaining wall, the mummy retaining wall, here, and which is loading. Hello, I like movie theaters. Thank you for joining. Yeah, the retaining wall progress is insane, especially the photo that you got today, Mondo's insane. So we are okay, so, and luckily again, this little accident that we're about to talk about did not stop. Maybe caused like a day delay, but that was it. But yeah, earlier last week, an unfortunate accident happened at the mummy wall. A piece of construction machinery, as you can see here, nearly toppled to the ground. It's pretty insane. I'm not sure how that particularly happened, but and I hope the dude was okay, or whoever was in there was okay, because that's scary. Imagine you're in this vehicle here and you're just doing work, and all of a sudden it slips or something, and then it just nearly tops over. Luckily, again, it didn't fall over. They got the guy out. The guy seemed to be safe. At least I didn't hear of any injuries. So if he is injured, hopefully he's all right. I heard from a source that was at the site that after that accident that day, and there was such a huge crowd forming that was backing up the escalators, and Universal team members had to hurry and shove the crowd along, keep moving the crowd along, because everyone was watching this crazy event unfold. But and this was the site before that. This is not last weekend, but a couple of weeks ago. And this is what the site looked like. And now it's even more. Even now, they didn't really cause the delay, because the delay it caused a delay of like a day, and then all of a sudden they're back at it. And let's actually go to Mondo's photo here, because on Twitter he showed some progress from today, and pretty insane. Just from the picture that I just showed you to today is pretty insane in terms of the progress. I mean, that retaining wall, the small one, is gone, and they're at the ground level. And once this starts moving a little bit, I can show you the pictures there, because it's, again, like I said, pretty insane. But do not mind, my laptop is going a bit slow. There's a lot of tabs open, and the internet is like slow. But yeah, anyway, glad that guy is okay. The retaining wall progress is moving and grooving. And when X decides to load, we will go ahead and show Mondo's tweet with the new, the latest progress of the retaining wall. And actually, another project the security hubs, that got some nice movement. On the Eastern hub got some nice movement today as well. So we're just loading up, and then we'll go ahead and show you here. Boop, boop, boop. In the meantime, you can ask a question or two while this loads. Okay, here we go. Yeah, feel free to ask a couple of questions and give me your thoughts. Were you there the day of that accident? Okay. Give me just a second here. I have to respond to a client who is planning a vacation with me. Okay, so okay. Cancel your entire then rebook tickets. Now let's go to still loading. Okay. Here we go. All right. So next up, okay, we're gonna here. Let's go to Mondo's pictures of the MBA stores, getting some stuff. Yeah, a lot of progress this morning, except for maybe the pull through. The car looks around the same location. Let's see. Okay, yeah. So look, this is today. Let's go to take a look at Mondo's photo here. Share screen. Share it to X. Okay, so yeah, this is today. So of today, it's like this. So again, and here's Mondo has a good comparison from May 7th. So this is May 7th. Literally, what? That's just a little over 2 months ago. Look, just like this. And then today, it's like this. The retaining wall, small retaining wall is gone, done. By week's end, when I go for my next update on Saturday, I'm sure that this little mound of dirt will be done. It'll be gone. And they'll be working to flatten this out and pour the concrete on the actual wall itself. That is insane progress here. As they again rush to get it open before Halloween Hornets, because again that will be the cue for Jason Universe. So they'll need to go ahead and open up some land there, because the queue for Jason Universe will certainly go over there. Let's see here. So pretty awesome stuff here. And they're really moving and grooving. Hello, Robert Parsons. How are you? Nice to join on. As you can make it on our first news stream, or not first, but returning news stream and returning to the earlier time. Not much, Robert. I hope you're having a great time in Australia. Thank you again for tuning in to Australia. Right now, we talked about the Walt Disney Animatronic. Now we're taking a look at the insane progress of the hillside here at Universal. Wow, it's belting down rain. It's funny, it was actually only 79 degrees and kind of cloudy all day here in LA as well. Till it was cloudy like till about 3 o'clock. But like 79 degrees, and then July is unheard of. It's better than 110 or 105. So I'm happy about it. It's gonna be in the low 80s to upper 70s all week long. So I'm enjoying it as we speed towards fall. I just hope during Halloween Horror Nights that first week last year is very hot. I hope that does not repeat this year. I hope it's just like this, like 79, even like a 90 is fine. But like it was like 110, and that was not fun. So I'm really enjoying our weather. And if Six Flags would work on their project, or coaster project, this is the perfect time for me to go and cover it, because I don't I typically try to avoid Six Flags in summertime because it's usually too hot. But right now it's beautiful, so hopefully they get started again on the coaster project, so I can go over on the weekend and check it out. Ooh, get a membership. Look, get a membership, big dogs. That's right, get a membership. Robert Parks has been member for 8 months. And every month he gets a special member super chat there, and he uses it there. Get a membership. Yeah, you can get a membership by clicking the join button on this, or subscribe. I think they changed the button from join to subscribe plus. So, but the good thing is they finally made it possible to join from a mobile phone, which is great. Remember, for the longest time you couldn't become a member from your mobile phone, but now you can by clicking that. Again, subscribe plus button is what it is. There's a subscribe if you didn't subscribe already, and then once you subscribed, you get that subscribe plus button, and that's how you join for membership. Lots of member only content coming as well. I'm gonna go ahead and do like some vlogs, like member only, like vlogs, not on theme park vlogs, but like member only stuff. So like I'll be going to Vegas, and I'll be doing some traveling up to Sacramento and San Francisco. Those will be Patreon and member only videos. So you can go check that out if you like theme park content, but I want also a little bit into like some travel stuff. Again, I'll be doing some member only content coming up very soon. In fact, August 16th, I'll be going to Vegas for Universal Horror Unleashed, but I'll be including a member only video of our travel day to Vegas there as well. Yeah, it's $4.99 US dollars, so $5 per month in US dollars. But it looks like it's an extra dollar in Australian money. Yeah. So if you're interested in those little travel vlogs, you can join Patreon, or you can join the membership. Also, you have early access to videos for the membership. And thank you, Robert, for gifting a membership there. But yeah, you have early access. There's 2 videos up for members right now. The videos will become public on Wednesday and Friday, but one of them is about, we kind of do like a deeper dive of what's going on with the Simpsons, or behind the Simpsons, what's going on with that project there, what it could be. And then on Wednesday we have an Avengers Campus video. I talk about why I think it's one of Disney's weaker lands. So those videos are up right now for members, and they have been actually all weekend long. And so that means members get that up to like a week in advance. And now for Patreon members, which is also the same thing, $5 a month. Patreon links are down below, and it'll be up for everyone else on Wednesday and Friday. Universal in Vegas, yeah, Universal in Vegas does open on August 14th. I have a ticket for August 16th. That is a Saturday. It opens on Thursday. But the wife and I are going to meet up with some friends, and we're going to go over to Universal Horror Unleashed August 16th. Not sure if I can film in there, but I'll definitely be giving a review, and I'll film what I'm allowed to film in there. I think the Orlando people are running it. In Orlando, you're not allowed to film the houses in Halloween Horror Nights Orlando, so you may not be allowed to film the houses here in Horror Unleashed. You may not get POVs, but maybe we can film the common area because there'll be like a show and like a scare zone, indoor scare zone. So maybe we can film that. We'll have to see. Or maybe we won't film anything. We'll have to see. But I'll just give you my review and some B-roll. Yeah, it's four houses, no rides. There's a bar, a restaurant, a themed bar and a restaurant, and a show that happens like every maybe hour or so. Thank you, Robert Parsons, again for the second membership. So, again, the gifted memberships do count as super chats. So the super chat goal of 10 super chats, we got 2 of 10. And if we get 10 super chats, then I'll gift 5 memberships as well. So we can really increase the member pool here. Because my goal eventually is when we get so many hopefully these items become popular with the news, we get so many members that I'll make the live stream member chat only as another member perk. Yes, it'll be open 365 days a year as part of Area 15. It's the Area 15 Phase 2 expansion, and there's 110,000 square foot permanent building there, and it will be open all year round. How many members do we have now? I think we had 7 before we started, but we have 2 more thanks to you, Robert. So I think we're out at 9. If I'm recalling, me check. We should be at now 9 members. Yeah. So we have 9 members, and the 2 new members are it's Mahady. It looks like Jennifer. But yeah, so 9 members, which is pretty cool. And on Patreon, we have 2 members there. So and now we got 10 members thanks to Robert Parsons. Look at that, 10 members. Here. Back at it. This is where we were before we did the membership tier switch. I know 9 is a crap number, isn't it? So, Robert, you asked what's going on at the wall. Well, so in the official team member email said it was going to be a utility event space. We were trying to figure out what event space, what will that look like? Will it just be a flat surface? But no, looks like this rumored to be a permanent structure for Halloween Horror Nights or FanFest nights, like Sprung Tents at Orlando or something like that, or like that new structure, that new event structure that's being built at Epic Universe. So maybe something like that. A nice permanent building that can hold Halloween Horror Nights houses or FanFest nights walkthroughs. That is the leading rumor. Now, it will be some sort of event space though, but as to what that looks like, we're thinking of permanent structure. So there's been no permits for the permanent structure yet, unless at least that we know of. So we'll have to see when the retaining wall is actually done what happens now. Well, yeah, this is all part of a grand plan because there's something behind the Simpsons that could lead to a Simpsons replacement. Eventually, the lower lot will get some more rides itself. This part could be, this new events center could be part, or like thought of as like phase 1 of the lower lot grand plan, right? Because all this event center, because remember they have Halloween Horror Nights houses just right behind the Mummy and by the T-pad, but all that space could be redeveloped with new rides in the future. So now they'll have a permanent space to house 1 or 2 houses to make up for the loss of the houses. I was there when Simpsons first opened. It'll be sad if it closes. Oh, I know. It's definitely going to close in the next few years because Disney owns it. So better go and get your last rides in. So how long do you see this grand plan thing? Oh, probably until by like 2035. Definitely 5 to 10 years because this is the lower lot grand plan, and they got the upper, whatever they're doing on the upper lot. So definitely 5 to 10 years, I'd say for sure. I was there when Back to the Future and Backdraft were there. Ooh, yeah, that is a long, especially Backdraft, that's a long time ago. All right. Okay. And let's see. Oh, Brittany was there too. Yes, smash that like button and hit subscribe if you haven't already. How awesome would it be if they could purchase the gun? That would be awesome. I remember Animal Actors and Terminator. Yeah, that was a long time ago. Animal Actors was obviously the most recent one. I actually caught the last showing ever of Animal Actors. I made sure to be there for that one, and I didn't catch the last showing of special effects, but I did catch the special effects show. That one is much more sparsely attended, and yeah, it was cool, but it seems like it could have certainly used some sort of upgrade. Any chance this little playland area goes away anytime soon? No, at least not from what I am hearing around. Quickly. I I think Waterworld's pretty good for now because that is still the highest rated theme park show, one of them of all time, and one of the highest rated attractions in the park. Are you happy with this direction City Walk is going in? I feel like it needs more exciting things to do. And yeah, I think they have a grand plan for that as well. And I think it's gonna turn out great. This Mr. Barbecue, it'll be good with this Korean barbecue going on. It fills a nice void that City Walk has. And kind of moves it back towards that late night option. The Insomnia Cookies, whenever that opens, will be another late night option. We have Raising Canes, which will be another kind of late night option. So I feel like the hours eventually, especially with when the security hub, when the security hub is done, should be done by the time Fast and Furious opens in February 2026. That whatchamacallit, that the maybe some later hours will come to City Walk should be pretty freaking awesome. Yeah, Waterworld is so cool, especially with the plane. I love the plane segment, my favorite part. And I love everybody's gasps when the plane segment happens. Let's see. Okay. All right, let's. Before I answer Rob, let me do the next screen share before I continue on with the questions because we go to our last story of the day before we go to Ask Me Anything. So again, for anyone who's just coming in afterwards, we're gonna do 3 stories each week. It's the new live stream setup. 3 stories each week, then with a small Ask Me Anything segment after each story, and then a general Ask Me Anything after the third story is done. Okay, so yeah, it was in an article. That is not only was it in an article, but it was in permits. That is the security hub. So City Walk will be enclosed in the security bubble, which is pretty awesome. That'll be done by February 2026. All 3 of them, or at least some of them. I'm still not sure if one will open beforehand. This security hub or this universal update was published today by me. So talking about this Simpsons here, but I just want to show you. Here's the security hub. Woody Woodpecker check-in. This is gonna be a raised platform here. So the ground floor will be right where this black stuff ends. This area here will be the new shuttle drop-off if you're taking the subway or going down the subway station. our hotel shuttles. Those will drop off here as well. This will be the ground floor on this raised platform, and this will be the new security center with the escalators and stairs coming down here into City Walk itself. This will be a raised ADA ramp to the raised platform, which you can see there's some little foundation for the ramp connector right here and some stuff right here as well. So it'll be interesting to watch that evolve over the next few weeks. The NBA store, this picture is already outdated. There's new construction walls, but they're already working on they ripped out the facade here, putting some drywall in for the new facade, and that Mondo caught that. Here's Mr. Barbecue, had some construction walls up over the weekend, and yeah, again, moving really fast on that one. Now, Raising Cane's, they're really working hard on this particular project as well. They dug up the ground here, and they have a whole bunch of HVAC and steel beams and stuff like that, steel structures to modify that structure. There's monsters, and there's the pull-through test, but let's go with the Simpsons. So here it is. Here is the Simpsons project. Yes, this security hub is needed because not only does it secure City Walk inside the security hub, which is helpful. I'll never forget, I saw someone go into the theme park, but in that little planter before the current security center, I saw someone take out a pocket knife and bury it in the planters. No, because they can't bring it in the theme park. That means they're walking through City Walk from their car all the way through City Walk with kids around and the families around with a pocket knife, which I mean, he could have been the nicest guy in the world and maybe had it for protection, but you know, let's say he wasn't the nicest guy in the world and maybe someone tried to mess with him and he took out his pocket knife and stabbed someone, like that would have been horrible, right? So yeah, now City Walk, like Disneyland, will be in the security bubble, meaning that pocket knife will be caught at the car when he leaves his car instead of coming onto property. So yeah, that is security up, and also because of that, it'll allow for later hours and maybe some cool entertainment, like maybe some nightclubs returning or some bars returning to City Walk with the new security presence, because just safer in general. But also the second part to that is because the current hotel structure footprint that is going to be built at the front gate is going to be on the current security center. So yeah, right now where you go through security for the park will be like the hotel lobby or like the front entrance to the hotel. So there'll be no room for security where it is with the hotel coming. So yeah, it's like killing two birds with one stone kind of. So yeah, it's gonna really, really help out. Hello, Jordan Theme Park Adventures. Thank you for joining. Haven't seen you or talked to you in a while, so thanks for joining on the chat. Hope things are well with you as well. City Walk need to be safe from many fountains. Yeah, seeing exactly. And if there's with the new security center, and it's not even like a year. It's coming up February. It's rumored that February the coaster is going to open. That's when security will be ready. So, but it probably won't be ready. It'll probably be ready before that, like maybe the new year. It's like January, so just like 5 or 6 months, this will be done, and City Walk will just be safer. Yeah, it is crazy. A pocket knife with kids and families around. That is scary. I don't think anyone else saw it because he's pretty slick with his little baby boob buried. But it was kind of stupid though because he didn't bury it. He buried it in the planter in front of security, so security could, if any one of the security guards could have just looked over and saw him burying something and then just kicked him out. So kind of a dumb spot to bury it on his part. But yeah, I was like, my goodness, I just walked from essentially as far as the Cary Shores parking structure all the way through. And then remember, there's also the movie theater there, so you can, AMC doesn't have security, so you can just walk into the AMC and I could saw a movie with a pocket knife in his pocket, would have been crazy. So that will all be alleviated next year, or not even next year, but just in a few months when the security up is done. The down to the yeah, so down to a few years ago, way back in like 2017 or so, when they built the Pixar Palace parking structure, Disney moved security from the Espionage because downtown Disney used to be like City Walk where it just didn't have security. Uh, Way back in 2017 with the Pixar Palace parking structure, they built this parking structure, then they put security. They built a dedicated spot for security, the current one where it is now, underneath it. So that's where it is. And City Walk, I'm sure, is much safer now. Also, the fact that let's say, like me, I have a tripod. Let's say that tripod wasn't allowed, like for filming. Let's say it wasn't allowed, or say it's like selfie sticks are not allowed, right? So maybe someone's not sure if their thing qualifies as a selfie stick. Well, instead of going down the escalators and taking the tram and then going through security like you used to, and only to find out that your thing doesn't qualify to have to go all the way back to the car. Now, all you have to do is just go up the escalator or elevator and take the thing back to your car, which would be good here at City Walk as well. Let's say you bring something in. Let's say you bring something that's not allowed in, like a microphone or something. I don't know, and or like a drink or something, like Halloween Horror Nights. You can't bring drinks in. Let's say say you don't want to dump it out, but now with security, you can just go right back to your car and put your Gatorade away or something, whatever your drink is, or water. You have to dump out the water, and maybe you don't want to dump out your water. All right, so you can go and put your water bottle back in the car. You don't have to walk all the way to the end of City Walk. You'll be able to just go up the escalator and boom, it's right there. So really, it's really a nice benefit having security at the parking structures at any theme park resort, in my opinion. Hey, Wizard, what do you think of the T-Rex sign and reboot? Well, I thought it was terrifying. I thought it was great. My wife, Liz, thought it was terrifying too. She's like, "Oh my god, it looks absolutely horrifying." And it's like the kind of horrifying that is like really gross, but you're like kind of like mesmerizing. Like, man, I kind of want to keep looking at this thing because it's so interesting. Only bad thing is, maybe it's expensive CGI or something because he's really only out at nighttime or in fog, so we never really got the full design. Like, we saw him walking, but it was nighttime. I'd like to see him in the next movie, if he returns, like really go and just full, I don't know, like a full design. I want to see him roaring and walking, not just parts of him. He seems gigantic. It seemed like, he ate a helicopter, but I like to see more of him and the full design of him. But I thought from the parts we saw, pretty good. Okay, go for our last story of the day. I'll do in general. Ask me anything until 8 o'clock. Okay, so the last story of the day. Again, we saw that super chat goal. So we have one of 3 memberships were gifted today by Robert Parsons. 7 more super chats to go, and then we reached our goal of 10 super chats. And I will give 5 memberships out. We are at 10 members. And again, we have 2 member only videos, or not 2 early access videos out here on Patreon and on YouTube. Click that subscribe plus button if you want to join. It's $5 a month, just 1 tier. You get early access to videos and more. Eventually, when we get some more members, I'll eventually make another tier. I want to simplify things. I had like 3 before, but I'm gonna start at 5. I'll make another tier with more perks, like shout outs and stuff like that. And work on some cool graphics. Since I'm doing this website, I've learned how to make some not only code but also make some cool graphics. And I'll make some cool graphics for like members, shout outs, and stuff like that. Patreon member shout outs, and stuff like that. And YouTube member shout outs. So yeah, consider joining, hitting that subscribe plus button down below. If you want to see some travel videos and some other cool stuff. But the Simpsons part, so I have 1 photo here in my update, and I'll do more extensive. I have more extensive video coming out this week on Friday about this whole Simpsons project. And again, it's out for members right now because I filmed it last weekend. They have a week early access for, again, on Patreon, link down below, or YouTube member subscribe plus here. This new marker that I saw, new to me at least, I don't know how long it was there, but this new marker did form, and it's a green triangle. It's very hard to see. It's easier, looks like on here, but it's this little green triangle. It's a survey marker for utilities. But this also is around the same area where those marked trees are, and where that point C survey marker was. That represents a construction survey project boundary there. So I don't know what's happening. I don't know if these are related. I don't know if these are coaster related or trees related. Trees still could be maintenance. There's still no permits associated with this project yet, which I find kind of weird. That's why I still on like some pause. But they say when there's smoke, there's fire. Where there's smoke, there's fire. So I'm very, very curious what this could be. If anybody works at the park and or has a tip, knows the source or anything, and would like to DM me and let me know, that would be awesome. But as of now, we'll just keep looking for permits. We'll keep looking for markers every single week. I know I saw that rumor floating around. The rumor floating around that Simpsons may close in January 2026. If these markers or anything if these markers and tree tape and everything have anything to do with the Simpsons project, again, I could see it closing in January 2026. But again, it's July, so Universal would give at least a 2 to 3 month notice for Hollywood Rip Ride Rocket, right? Maybe a 3 to 5 month notice, I'd say. So if Simpsons were to close in January 2026, Universal would let us know by now, or coming up soon at least. I think. I don't know. But it's just very, very, very interesting stuff here regarding this project. And it's a mystery right now. It is a mysterious project. It's just funny how all of this happening right behind Simpsons building, even if it's not related. I was just on that hillside right behind Simpsons, and the coaster. See, I thought maybe this utility and point C maybe is like for the coaster, but you can see the coaster fence is on the bottom there. The coaster fence is the perimeter. What I assume is the perimeter of the coaster site is on the bottom with that fencing. So that seems like the construction marker would be out of the project boundary site, So it's very interesting, very, very interesting. Robert Parsons says, what would be the number one priority to replace Simpsons? I don't know, but I'll only say what I've heard, and I just heard that it will also, just like in Orlando, I've heard that our Simpsons will be replaced by Pokemon. And I don't know how true that is, but I have heard that from a couple of totally different, unique sources. So we'll have to see. Pokemon would be fantastic. I just hope that, it seems like that Simpsons building would have to be demolished. So, so it's I'm just hope we don't get any. Nobody can get another simulator. We have 2 simulators in the park, and for a park with not that many rides, 2 was a lot. So, I'm very excited about that. Hey, think about it. So what's going on? Hey, we are hanging out, and I know I'm trying a new format, trying an hour earlier at 7 o'clock, and it's going to be 3 news stories with a Q&A section at the end. So like now we finished talking about the Simpsons. I'll do a 10-minute Q&A at the end. We'll do a Q&A for each story, and then a general Q&A for 10 minutes at the end. And that period right now, actually. So Now we're at the general Q&A section. Thank you for joining, Robert Parsons. I hope you have a fantastic time. But yeah, so I'm gonna do 3 stories each week, and a Q&A at the end of the stream. But you can ask me whatever you want throughout the stream there, and then ask me whatever you want at the end. But we'll talk about 3 stories from the website. So trying it out, see how it works out. And then yeah. So yes. Now we're in the general Q&A section for the next 9 minutes. 9 minutes of regular Q&A. You can ask me whatever your heart desires. For the next 8 minutes. This background's a nice cozy home. Kind of wish I want this home. It's nice. Got a piano. Very nice cozy home. Wonder where this is located. Yeah. So I have we have 8 minutes to get 7 super chats. 7 super chats. And I'll give 5 gifted memberships. 8 minutes, that's the 7.5 minutes is the Ask Me Anything time, the general Q&A time, or the stream ends. Stoned Deer. Are all the mazes confirmed already for Hollywood? No. The only stuff confirmed for Hollywood is Five Nights at Freddy's, Terrifier, Jason Universe, and Fallout. There will be another maze announcement though this Thursday, so stay tuned for that. That one's rumored to be WWE on Thursday, July 24th for both coasts. So, and Montrose is confirmed for Hollywood as well. So we still need the rumored WWE maze, the rumored Poltergeist, the rumored Scarecrow, and the rumor the Terror Tram, which looks like it's going to be Blumhouse, but those are the 3. And then we have, of course, the Scare, and usually one big info dump with Scare Zones and the shows and all that good stuff towards the end. But again, you can get your HHN Halloween Hawaiian tickets through me if you like. You can go email me, go to my site, click the links down below, and you can go ahead and get Halloween Hawaiian tickets on both coasts through me. Yes. I'm actually going. Yes, my wife and I are going to Horror Unleashed in Vegas on August 16th. We have our tickets. We're going to meet up with some friends. It's going to be fun. I'll make sure to vlog the experience. And if you're a YouTube member, like I said before, you'll get some extra videos. I'm going to make some member-only travel videos. I'll do a traveling vlog on the way to Vegas, and from Vegas, I'll make a hotel review for everybody, and then a Hornets Unleashed review for everybody. But members will get Patreon members or regular members will get, YouTube members will get some extra content from the trip and some other trips I have planned this year, which is awesome, including on a cruise ship in September. Again, you can become a member now on mobile. I didn't realize it's been like this for a while, but I didn't realize what it was. But if you click the subscribe plus button, that is the membership. And it's not join anymore. They changed it to subscribe plus. So subscribe plus is the $4.99 a month membership. So for extra content. And again, we have two videos out right now for members. Early access for members that will come out later on this week for everybody else. Awesome. Jordan's Theme Park Adventure should be at HN this year. Hey, if you want to again get your tickets through me, you can go ahead and get your tickets through me for Halloween Horrors if you don't have them already. Would Horrors Unleashed take an hour break before starting again, or is the whole thing nonstop day? Non-stop all day. It's just like 4 distinct houses, just a show in the middle. It's a themed barn restaurant, but yeah, there should be no like break. It's nonstop all day. Yes, this is the Q&A Monday. Q&A Monday is now new stream Monday with Q&As at the end, or Q&As at the end of each story, and Q&A at the end of the general Q&A about the story, 3 stories, and then a general Q&A at the end. Yes, but the new time 7 o'clock, so we can try to get some more people, make it more accessible to people. It's a bit earlier because 7 o'clock is 10 o'clock on the East Coast, and 8 o'clock is 11 o'clock on the East Coast. So that could be a little bit late for people. Yeah. And of the Q&A, this is general Q&A. We have about 3 minutes left because the stream is going to go from 7 to 8 instead of 8 to 9. So we have 3 minutes of general questions. General Ask Me Anything questions. Then be sure to tune in Monday because I'll be, of course, going live again at 7 p.m. I might go live from the park, Universal, this weekend. We'll have to see. You know what the theme of the Vegas restaurant is gonna be? I think it's like Jack, the icon Jack the Clown is gonna be there. I don't know if it has like an actual theme, just like horror, but it's like circus, like a circus theme. Because it'll be the concept art showed acrobats and stuff like that. 403-996. Hey, you can ask anything about Universal. You can ask whatever you want. Okay. My gosh, this thing. There you go. Have you seen the Walt Disney Animatronic Live It? I have not. I was supposed to go on yesterday, but I honestly was just too lazy, so I canceled the reservation. But I'll be back August 24th is when my next Disney reservation is, so I hope to see it then. Okay. Here's all I can ask. What's next once the pull-through test is done for Fast and Furious High Drift? So I feel it's close to the station. Yeah, once the pull-through test is done, then they'll do the full speed testing, which is awesome. I can't wait to catch that. I'll be there. I'll be there live. I'll be there again. Lots of video on that on TikTok and on YouTube for that. Cannot wait for that full stream testing. Park meetup. Yeah, I definitely should. I'll have to figure out the logistics, but yeah, one day I'll definitely do a little park meetup. That will probably actually be next after the pull through test because don't know all the clearances, so I can hurry up and install those screen shields. So probably in the next couple of weeks, probably next month. Right, and it's now 8 o'clock. So thank you guys so much for joining our new format live stream. Be sure to check in at 7 p.m. Pacific time every single Monday for 3 news stories and Ask Me Anything afterwards. Make sure to like and subscribe, and if you want to help support the channel, become a member, aka subscribe plus. Down below, got a couple of new early access videos up right now for you, or come support the channel on Patreon. Thank you guys for watching, and yes, there should be, I hope there'll be some previews later on this year. Thank you so much for joining. Bye bye.